Let's discuss something that most men never recognize: the possibility that you've become the object of widespread female attraction without having any clue it's happening. Right now, as you're going through your daily routine, there might be women from completely different backgrounds, ages, and personality types who have been secretly crushing on you, and you're walking around completely oblivious. Here's what most guys don't understand about universal attractiveness. You think maybe a few women might find you appealing, but you have no idea that you've accidentally become the type of man that transcends normal preference categories. You're not just someone's type, you're everyone's type, and they're all keeping it secret. The crazy part? You have absolutely no idea. See, here's what happens when you become every woman's secret crush. Women across all demographics start responding to you differently, but because you don't recognize the pattern, you miss the consistent evidence that you've achieved something extraordinary. You've become universally desirable. You might think that woman at work is just being friendly, that your neighbor only waves because she's naturally social, that the barista remembers your order because she has good customer service skills. But what if these women are actually part of a larger pattern where females across all types are secretly attracted to you? Today, we're exploring the 6 unmistakable signs that reveal you've become that rare man who doesn't just attract specific types of women. You attract all women, regardless of their usual preferences, standards, or relationship patterns. And listen carefully, because if even 4 of these signs resonate with your experience, you need to understand something fundamental about the effect you have on people. Sign 1. Women across all age groups respond to you positively. When you're every woman's secret crush, you'll notice something fascinating. Females across all age demographics respond to you with unusual warmth, attention, and interest. This isn't just being popular with your age group. This is cross-generational appeal that defies normal attraction patterns. Teenage girls become giggly and self-conscious around you, even though you're not trying to impress them. Women in their 20s and 30s treat you with special attention that goes beyond normal social interaction. Older women light up when they see you and become more animated in your presence than they are with other men. You probably think people are just naturally friendly or that you have universally good social skills. But here's what's really happening. You possess core masculine qualities that appeal to fundamental female attraction mechanisms rather than age-specific preferences. Different age groups are attracted to different aspects of your personality. Younger women might be drawn to your confidence and energy, while older women appreciate your maturity and emotional intelligence. You're somehow embodying multiple attractive qualities simultaneously, creating appeal that works across generational lines. The fascinating part is how this cross-generational appeal manifests differently. Younger women might become more playful and try to get your attention through humor or showing off their interests. Women in their 30s and 40s might become more sophisticated in their approach, offering professional help, inviting you to cultural events, or engaging in deeper conversations. Older women often become more direct with their appreciation, complimenting you openly and treating you with warmth that goes beyond normal social politeness. They might make comments about how any woman would be lucky to have you, or mention that you remind them of someone special from their past. Pay attention to interactions across age groups. Do elderly women seem unusually helpful and go out of their way to assist you? Do middle-aged women remember details about your conversations and treat you with special warmth? Do young women seem more nervous and excited around you than with other men their age? Sign 2. You attract both conservative and liberal women. This reveals that your appeal transcends political and cultural divides that typically create strong dating preferences. Women with completely different worldviews, value systems, and lifestyle choices are all drawn to you, despite normally having very specific requirements about the men they'll consider attractive. You might notice that the traditional, family-oriented woman who usually dates conservative men finds herself attracted to you, while the independent, career-focused woman who prefers progressive partners is also drawn to your energy. This cross-political appeal is extremely rare and indicates universal masculine qualities. Here's the psychology behind this phenomenon. You embody core attractive traits that appeal to female attraction mechanisms regardless of conscious political preferences. You're triggering biological and emotional responses that override cultural programming and ideological differences. But there's something more fascinating happening. You make women from different backgrounds feel like you understand their perspective. Conservative women sense that you respect traditional values, while liberal women feel that you support their independence. You're reflecting back what each woman values most. This cross-political appeal creates interesting dynamics because women who normally wouldn't compete for the same man suddenly find themselves drawn to you simultaneously. Conservative women might show interest through more traditional means, cooking for you, showing domestic skills, or emphasizing their nurturing qualities. Liberal women might express interest through intellectual engagement, career discussions, or sharing their passions and causes. They might invite you to cultural events, political gatherings, or social activism, trying to connect through shared values and worldviews. The key indicator is when both types of women defend you when others criticize you, but their defenses come from different angles. Conservative women might emphasize your character and stability, while liberal women might highlight your open-mindedness and intelligence. Sign 3. Both introverts and extroverts are drawn to your energy. You'll find that both quiet, reserved women and outgoing, dynamic women are equally attracted to your presence despite these personality types typically preferring very different kinds of men. This dual appeal indicates that you've mastered something most men never achieve: adaptive masculine energy. Introverted women who usually prefer calm, low-key men find themselves drawn to you. Extroverted women who typically want high-energy partners who can match their social intensity are also attracted to your presence. You're appealing to opposite personality needs simultaneously. The psychology behind this is that you've developed the ability to read social situations and adjust your energy appropriately without losing your authentic self. You can be calm and grounding for introverts while also being engaging and stimulating for extroverts. With introverted women, you create deeper, more meaningful connections that make them feel truly understood. They appreciate that you can sit in comfortable silence, that you listen more than you talk, and that you create safe spaces for them to open up gradually. Introverted women often become more talkative and animated, specifically around you because you make them feel heard and valued. They might share thoughts and ideas with you that they keep to themselves around more dominant personalities. With extroverted women, you provide the perfect balance of engagement and stability. You can match their enthusiasm when they're excited about something, engage in rapid-fire conversations, and keep up with their social pace without trying to slow them down or make them feel too much. But here's what's really fascinating. You also provide something extroverts often crave but rarely get: someone who can be present and engaging without competing for attention. You let them shine while still holding your own space. This dual appeal often creates interesting group dynamics where both personality types are trying to connect with you using their natural strategies. The introvert might try to create quiet, intimate moments, while the extrovert might try to engage you in group activities and dynamic conversations. Sign 4. Women remember everything about you. When you're every woman's secret crush, you become fascinating to them in ways that make every detail about you feel significant. Women develop what psychologists call enhanced encoding. They remember things about you with startling accuracy while forgetting similar details about other men. They'll recall conversations you had months ago word for word, remember exactly what you were wearing when you first met, and can tell you details about your preferences and stories that you barely remember sharing. This happens because when multiple women across all types are attracted to someone, their brains treat information about that person as critically important. But they don't just remember facts, they remember emotional contexts. They know how you felt about experiences, what made you laugh, what stressed you out, and what topics generated the most engagement from you. They're building complete emotional profiles of who you are. This selective memory also extends to your preferences in ways that might surprise you. They remember that you prefer coffee over tea, that you mentioned liking a certain type of music, that you once said you wanted to visit a particular place. Then they use this information to connect with you. You'll notice women bringing up details from previous conversations to start new interactions, referencing your preferences when making suggestions, or demonstrating knowledge about your life that seems disproportionate to the amount of time you've actually spent together. The investment memory extends to your social media activity, your professional achievements, and your personal interests. They're paying attention to your online presence, remembering posts you've made, and staying informed about your activities even when you're not directly communicating. The most telling aspect is how they remember positive things about you that even you might forget. They'll bring up compliments you received, achievements you mentioned, or moments when you were particularly impressive. They're cataloging evidence of your worth and value. Sign 5. You get opportunities that seem to fall into your lap. When you're every woman's secret crush, opportunities appear to manifest naturally because women across all demographics want to help you, include you, and associate with you. Your universal appeal makes people actively seek ways to bring you into their world and create value for you. Job opportunities, social invitations, romantic prospects, networking connections, and other positive experiences seem to come out of nowhere with unusual frequency. People offer you things, invite you places, introduce you to others, creating opportunities you didn't actively pursue. This happens because your attractiveness makes you seem like an asset to any situation. People want to be associated with you because it reflects positively on themselves. When someone universally attractive joins their company, social group, or event, it elevates the experience for everyone involved. Women use their networks, connections, and resources to create opportunities for you because they want to be helpful and valuable in your life. You mentioned looking for something, and suddenly multiple people are offering referrals, introductions, or direct opportunities. The professional advantages become obvious when you consistently get callbacks for jobs, receive recommendations for positions, or find that workplace relationships develop more smoothly than your peers experience. Women in professional settings actively work to help your career advancement. Social opportunities multiply as women invite you to exclusive events, introduce you to their impressive friends, or include you in activities that expand your social circle and create new possibilities for connection and advancement. This organic opportunity creation isn't normal. It's what happens when your appeal makes you someone people want to invest in. The return on investment for helping you feels higher because associating with attractive people benefits everyone involved. Sign 6. Your presence changes social dynamics. The final and most encompassing sign is that you possess natural magnetism that fundamentally alters the energy and dynamics of any social situation you enter. People don't just notice you, the entire atmosphere shifts in response to your presence. When you walk into a room, conversations pause briefly, people subconsciously orient toward you, and the overall energy becomes more animated and engaging. You become a natural focal point without trying to dominate or control the social dynamic. Women particularly respond to this magnetism by becoming their best selves around you. They're funnier, more charming, more attractive when you're present because your energy brings out their positive qualities. This creates a feedback loop where your presence enhances everyone's experience. The magnetic effect extends beyond immediate social situations. People remember you favorably after brief interactions, seek opportunities to cross paths with you again, and create reasons to maintain contact because being around you feels good and adds value to their lives. You'll notice that social events feel more successful when you're present, that group conversations flow more naturally with your participation, and that people often comment that gatherings aren't the same without you there. The most telling magnetism indicator is when multiple women independently mention how much they enjoy your company, how comfortable they feel around you, or how you make social situations more enjoyable. This consistent feedback across different female personalities reveals universal appeal. Understanding universal attraction. Here's what creates this phenomenon where you become every woman's secret crush. It's not about being perfect or having no flaws. It's about embodying core human qualities that speak to fundamental female needs existing across all demographics and personality differences. You likely possess a rare combination of strength and vulnerability, confidence and humility, independence and emotional availability that creates a perfect storm of attraction triggers. These qualities work together synergistically to create appeal that transcends normal demographic boundaries. Universal appeal suggests you've developed authentic masculine qualities rather than culturally specific trends or temporary characteristics. Your attractiveness is timeless and fundamental rather than dependent on current fashion or social movements. The universal nature of your appeal also indicates that you've found the rare balance of being approachable enough to seem attainable, while impressive enough to be genuinely attractive. You're confident enough to command respect, but authentic enough to be trustworthy. What this recognition means: if you're recognizing these signs in your own experience, you possess something extraordinary, the ability to create attraction across all normal boundaries and categories. This level of universal appeal is incredibly rare and represents the highest form of natural masculine magnetism. This recognition comes with responsibility. You have power to affect women across all demographics and situations, which means you need to be ethical and thoughtful about how you use this influence. Don't let this knowledge make you arrogant or entitled. Use your awareness of this appeal to be more selective about relationships and connections. When you can attract almost anyone, the challenge becomes choosing wisely rather than simply collecting attention or validation. Remember that being every woman's secret crush means you have opportunity to build meaningful relationships with exceptional people who recognize your rare qualities. The question is whether you'll use this universal appeal responsibly and authentically. Keep being yourself, keep treating people well, and keep living authentically. Your natural magnetism will continue working throughout your life, and awareness of it should inspire you to be worthy of the attraction you naturally generate. And remember, somewhere right now, women of every type are probably thinking about you, hoping you'll notice them, and wondering if they'll ever have the courage to let you know how they feel. The question is, are you paying enough attention to notice the universal patterns of attraction happening around you?